just under 2 weeks ago, I ran my first marathon, and obviously it's my first. I'd never done it before. I wasn't quite sure how my body would feel afterwards, how recovery would go. So I thought I'd do a quick update, just to give a little bit back, and maybe help you out if you don't kind of fit into that traditional marathon runner kind of physique lifestyle. So I'm talking as a 40-year-old overweight man who's been running for a few years. Maybe I put myself down a little bit on that, but hey, it was okay. I've done a marathon. I feel brilliant about that. But yeah, just kind of thinking a little bit about the recovery, because I wasn't really sure what to expect. You hear all these horror stories about people not being able to walk when they get home, having to sleep downstairs because they can't get up the stairs, and yeah, just being an absolute wreck. But do you know what? Luckily I didn't really feel that way. I think I'd done the training and everything. I didn't push myself. I wasn't like caning it around doing this, doing the marathon, just because I wasn't able to. So I had some walking breaks in between. Got around, finished in around 5 hours. So yeah, definitely not this kind of sub-3 marathon runner kind of people that you see a lot on YouTube. But yeah, so I did that. Got home, felt okay. Had a takeaway, and thought I was going to sleep really well, but I didn't actually. I think my body was spending a lot of time kind of recovering, and repairing muscle. And I think I find that generally for me, I kind of get the same kind of thing if I've got a hangover. My body's probably spending a lot of its resources trying to break all those kind of toxin things down. It's probably a little bit the same for running. As I say, we're all different. So what happened for me might not be the same for you. But the day after, I was like, hey, I'm feeling all right. Let's go out. And I went out for a walk. That was okay. But when I got home, my foot was really, really aching. Just kind of like the side of the ankle. And when you kind of think about it, just a bit of overuse, I think, on a tendon or something along there, and it's still playing up almost 2 weeks later. But just remember, you've run 26 miles, you've probably done around 50,000 steps by the end of the day, and you're going to get these kind of like little injuries and niggles that you probably haven't experienced before, because you just haven't kind of put yourself out there and done it. So just be aware that once you kind of like achy muscles have stopped aching, you might find that there's a few other kind of things that crop up. So don't kind of jump straight into doing stuff. Wait and see what happens. See what kind of little things come out, and you can nurse your way through those. So this foot was really putting me off, and it meant I wasn't able to do anything for about a week. I kind of hobbled around a little bit and strapped it up, but when I first went out for a little run after a week and a half, I got about 2k done, and it started playing up. Ankles felt really twingy, so I stopped. I walked home, and I was like, okay, let's give it a few more days and see how it goes. Eventually I kind of kick-started it a little bit, and the past 2 days I've been able to go out and do a 5k on each day, and felt really good for it. It's kind of weird how kind of like your endurance though can massively disappear. You train week on week, building up, 13 miles, 15 miles, 18 miles, 26 miles, and when you stop, I think your body kind of goes and has a little crash, and doesn't really want to do a huge amount more. So just remember that. I think it's going to take a little while for me to get back into the swing of things. But touch wood, one thing I haven't had is cold or anything since I finished. When I've done previous training and stopped, generally I've kind of yeah, it's quite easy for people to catch colds because your body's quite susceptible to those types of things. But obviously in this COVID kind of keeping clean thing, that hasn't happened, so I'm pretty happy with that. So there we are. Tomorrow it'll be 2 weeks since I ran, and I'll see if I can go out for another little plod. But I'm not planning on any long runs for the foreseeable future. I'm just gonna enjoy myself, listen to my body, and yeah, just try and do those fun kind of 5 and 10k runs rather than 42k runs, which was, yeah, 2 weeks ago. So that's it. I think just listen to your body. Running a marathon is a tough thing. You're going to be doing, yeah, 50,000 steps on your feet, and if you get any kind of I don't know, any kind of different things that go on that race. So when I look back, I kind of realised I had kind of like a bit of a twingy left hip, and that might have had a bit of a knock onto this right foot, due to the way that your body kind of reacts and gets through. But yeah, if you have just finished a marathon and you're watching this, then yeah, congrats, well done. Take it easy, try and get you know, watch a few videos and stuff and get a bit of advice, but at the end of the day you're individual, and just listen to your body and keep safe. So that's it, and I'll leave you here, but have a good one. Cheers.